Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
They shouldn't have given you ashy blokes YouTube.
Cursed be the ground, for our sake. Both thorns and thistles it shall bring forth for us. For out of the ground we were taken, for the dust we are. And to the dust we shall return.
I'm done with life, and it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault. I'm done.
All right, you ashy blokes. Okay. Well, let me play one more. Okay. Let me play one more before we go. Okay.
Guys, the bottom line is this: BGS is right.
All right. Okay. This one, I was going to do something on DEI, but I got all this smoke about Elon Musk. And so, right after my intros, okay, my welcome, I'm probably going to drop the link, but for all these people that want to come up, okay, my patience is going to be real short with this, okay, because this is not a normal open panel. Overtalk me, I'm going to bounce you. Don't answer my question, I'm going to bounce you. You come in with that negative energy, I'm going to bounce you. So if that's what you're on and you want to get up and get your shit off, okay, as long as you're respectful and within the bounds, you're good, okay? If you want to just talk and don't want to be interrupted, I got a timer, okay? 2-minute timer. I'll give you your 2 minutes. If that's all you want to do is get your shit off, and then without interruption, I'll give you your 2 minutes, and after your 2 minutes, I'll bounce you, okay? But let me get my intros first, because I'm, all this smoke about Elon Musk, and he is not the point, okay? People said, well, he's running the government. He is not. He's running a Trump. He is not. He's an instrument just like Hegseth, just like Kennedy, just like Vance, just like Bondi, and all the other people that he's bringing in. He's bringing in these people for a reason. It's because they're going to follow his direction. Even Elon Musk has said the same thing. So saying that Elon Musk is doing something outside of the bounds of what Trump wants him to do is bullshit, okay? So let me start welcoming some people, and then we'll get to it. Adric number one. Oh, it's going to be fire. It's going to be fire if Adric is number one, batting first. Lavaris is batting second. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Murderer's Row. Osiris, what's happening? Batting third. Uh-oh. Instant Media, batting cleanup. Uh-oh. I'm listening. Free Agent Triple OG. Louis, what's going on? Red Pill Sleeper. Gundam. Barry Little, what's happening? Scorpion Black. Eddie, yeah, he's punching the clock. AL, yeah, because the evil twin is about a foot away with the door open. He said, just let me know when it's time to appear. Because y'all don't want to hear what I got to say if I start going off. Shannon Moore, what's going on? John Smith, a lot of these cats, man, with these pulling these opinions out of their ass. Motherfucker, I spent 4 years trying to uncovering this shit during the Biden administration, okay? 4 years, getting up at 4 o'clock in the goddamn morning. Y'all could only pick up a goddamn book. Rain Lab, what's happening? Martin Muhammad, what's happening? Dutch, me personally, I want Elon to go back to South Africa from which he came. Well, you might, but he's a citizen. He's not going back. Prince, what's happening? Tunnel Runner, Navone, Ilias, Independent POV, Salute Master Teacher. Like about a debate on the Incredibles hoax villain called the Leader. Okay, I don't know what that is, but I'll take your word for it. Big Mo. About business. Fernando's. Mr. Donnie Mac. Forever Bless. Indigo Flow. Smitty. Hey now, say now. How y'all doing? What's going on? Money Motion. Maestro. What's happening? Taco Tuesday. Yes, it is. Terrence. In fact, I think I'll go get me a quesadilla today. Terrence, what's going on? Oh, Art's tuning in. Thought you were at work, Art. Donovan, what's happening? Babu, what's going on? Big Trick, Leon, what's happening? Miguel, what's happening? Unsunken One, crash landing in the nick of time. I heard that. Lithium, what's going on? USAID is funny book. Yeah, it's funny. There's a lot of stuff that's going on that there's always something that you're going to disagree with. Okay, I don't care what the administration was. Okay, I voted for Barack Obama twice. There's a bunch of shit I disagree with him with. Is it AJJ 132? Medium Man has stated he is not part of the manosphere recently. He stated that when he first got in. No. Medium Man has, from the very beginning, said he was not part of the manosphere. From the very beginning. It's not new. It's like a minute late news. Donnie Gang, what's going on? Unsunken One? But he's doing manosphere material. Adrian Kapoy, what's going on? I mean, the only reason I know about Medium Man is because I got a whole bunch of people in the manosphere telling me about him. Yeah, he's an adjacent, just like Mediocre. MTR is adjacent. SL, appreciate you. I was hoping he'd change. Okay. So, what is it? A female manifesting? Okay. I hope he changed. Barry Hamilton, what's going on? Gabar, what's going on? People that say they're obviously politically ignorant, aka civilians. Oh, those are pedestrians. I can deal with civilians, but all these pedestrians. What's up, Craig? Well then, AJ, let it go, okay? Let it go. We don't want to hear about Medium Man. Let it go. I don't want you stop spamming me with Medium Man. Let it go. These Democrat tools are complaining about Elon Musk, but had no problem with the demented Joe Biden. No, they did not. Lavaris, if they persist in the chat, refuse to come up on the panel, I'm going to bounce them. Yep. Wizhold, Elon is just a top agent of the Matrix, nothing more, nothing less. These lies are exposed in these pivoting role. Well, you get your chance to talk, okay? I say it's bullshit, but go ahead. Y'all didn't mind the Matrix when Joe Biden was in office, did you? And plus, you can move out of the Matrix. Nobody holds you here. They allow Legacy Me to tell them how and what to think. Yep, they still do. Iran, what's happening? Shadrach, Elon, the government subsidies queen. Yeah, well, you'll get your chance. The thing is, SpaceX is a real thing, if I'm not mistaken. But we don't talk about Boeing. We don't talk about Raytheon. We don't talk about a whole bunch of other people that are subsidies queens that build their businesses off of defense contracting. Do we? Do we? Man, don't come in with that shit. Prophecy will be revealed. Get out of here with that. If you're going to come in with that, man, this is not the spot for you, all right? Garrett Grant. The Pedantic Foot, what's going on? Kelvin, what's going on? LAXT. Titan Blooded. Wolf Among Sheep. Trail, what's happening? Yours truly, John, what's going on? Said, yeah, everyone is not part, but seem to have always watched the content. Like Medium Man a whole lot. I like Medium a whole lot, but I care less about someone's social pro-black position. Most of them are not that pro-black. John Smith, Shannon Green, AJ. I'm patient, but I told you today is not the day, bruh. Okay? Today is not the day. The fingers will be quick. Today is not the day. Micah L, what's going on? Resurrection Minds, what's going on? You guys want to get blocked, evidently. Okay. Evidently, that's what you guys want. Demon Brown, what's going on? Ninja Person, what's up? Keep me abreast of how my boy's doing, Ninja Person. Keep an eye on him. Upstar. No, I'm not a believer of Yah. I'm a Gnostic, but I'm not a believer of Yah. So if you come in here for a believer of Yah, you got the wrong channel. Okay. Brooklyn Finest, what's going on? I'm not into the subpar hotep religions that you guys try to push. Okay. Hawk TV, what's going on? I guess they got rid of him. Okay. King Street Brody. D, what's going on? King's Pick, he's bad for the country. Okay. All right. Yeah. If you're on some other kind of crap, okay, and you've read some other kind of crap that's not on topic, I would, if you want to come back, I would suggest either you chill out or you come back for another stream. Okay, if this is not the stream for you, don't be here. And yeah, my block list is so long. If you decide to change your mind, man, I'm gonna start having people that get blocked. You're gonna have to pay to get back in. For me to actually go through and dig you out. Okay, it's so long. I'm not digging people out anymore. Right? Try not to get yourself blocked. That's why I try to give warnings, because I don't want to put any more people in. If you don't take the warning, then consider yourself gone. Okay, Titan Blooded. What are your thoughts on the conflict of interest in terms of Elon's access and oligarchy? Okay, I'm trolling you, Jules. How am I trolling? You just got here. All right. Let me go ahead and drop this link real quick. And first of all, be respectful, because the button's gonna be quick. Okay. First thing, people asking me, why do I support what he's doing? Right. Okay. And I'm gonna go to one of my favorite guys. I've been watching him for like the past 2 years, and a lot of his shit is on point. You're wrapping up in training. I'll catch up in a minute. Okay, no problem. I'm actually gonna play Swikert, right? Okay. And Swikert has been on point. He's been taught about this for 2 years, and you're wondering why that I support it. Why, even though there's going to be some fits and starts and some shit I don't like that Musk does, I think it's very necessary. And I'm 100% behind it. If you motherfucking lefties should be behind it too. Because that's what you guys been asking for the last 50 years. And now that it's here, oh my God, he's going too far. Shut the fuck up. Give me a 1 if you guys can see this, because on StreamYard plays games. If you guys can see the video, please press a 1. If you can see the video, please press 1. All right. This is Swikert. I'm speeding him up just a tad, but he's saying exactly why Trump and Musk are doing what they're doing. And I think this is the reason that they're doing it, even though they don't put his name in it, which they should, okay? This is exactly why they're doing it.
So think about some of the things we're hearing from the press, from the Democrats. just panic-stricken. I need to actually walk the American people and our own staff through a little bit of facts and a little bit of the truth. We've done multiple presentations here saying, if you want to find waste and fraud, if you want to find programs that are misdesigned, other things that are going on, don't hire a bunch of lawyers, don't actually hire a bunch of investigators, hire data scientists. It turns out the truth is in the math. The math actually can tell you. So what was amusing is listening to some of the Democrats talk about, we don't want people seeing our data. Okay, maybe they should actually pay attention to current law. When you hear certain leftist groups, and most of these are actually fairly left, saying, we did an analysis of U.S. taxpayer data and blank, blank, blank is getting this. Well, actually, understand, and IRS is one of my things I oversee, for decades, apparently they've had data sharing models for researchers. And, not to give you the names, but, Harvard, University of Sydney, so they're not even domestic. Some are even out of the country. And yes, there's some rules, but the fact of the matter is this sort of hyperventilation going on around here. Have you wondered if it's because the ability to mine data is how you find bad acts? Look what the Wall Street Journal did over the last year in looking at Medicare. It wasn't about people's benefits. It was about actually people being defrauded in durable medical equipment. Other groups out there did data sharing, modeling, research agreements with CMS, and they found bad acts. So my simple question is, why has the left actually become terrified of data? Aren't they ones that preached to us in the previous years, what about science? Why don't you believe in science? Okay, guess what? Now science is actually being used to protect the U.S. taxpayers and America's future. Instead of being used to research things, to write papers to support a leftist cause, maybe they're actually now being used to actually find how the American people are being cheated. So when you hear them hyperventilating and reading the talking points from the Public Employees Union, maybe take a step backwards, deal with the fact that much of what is being put out is like clickbait, but understand these research agreements have been going on for years and years and years. And what's going on now, these folks are actually designated, I think, as special federal employees. So even a higher level of standard fiduciary responsibility. So look, this is just part of the thing around here. When you get something you don't like, or when you start to expose decades worth of bad acts, fight like hell, because the Public Employees Union functionally supports one side here. And we're just trying to find out what's actually going on. So one of the things I want to also accomplish in today's floor speech is, and I'm sorry, I know I'm a broken record, but I'm trying to break through. So let's actually deal with a couple things here. And before I go to the boards, I made the mistake of looking at some of the comments from last week's speech. You notice there's almost no people here. That's how it's supposed to be. If this room is full of people listening to an idiot like me give another speech, they're not working. They belong in their committees, in their working groups, in their offices, meeting with either constituents or their staff or other people. This is where you come to actually have your final debate and vote. The vast, vast majority of work done in Congress isn't done in this room. It's done in the dozens of committee rooms and offices all over this campus. So when you see the room, stop falling for the clickbait. Why is the room empty? Because it's supposed to be. But one of the reasons you get behind this microphone is you're probably on 1,000 televisions around this campus and here in DC and around the country. This is your chance to talk to those staffers and help them understand how dire the math is and how intense the battle ahead of us is. How do you communicate with members that are maybe new to Congress and realize, hey, much of what you're being told may not be mathematically honest or true. So let's actually once again set the baseline. This one's about a year or so old. The numbers are actually slightly uglier. But you see the blue, non-defense and defense. Do you realize that's all a member of Congress?
David Drencher, as a matter of fact, I'm going to get to that right after that, because evidently you had not researched it, okay? Like I said, like it's clickbait, okay? Have you ever looked it up and actually researched why it was sent? I doubt that you have, okay? David Swarker, Congress need to get rid of, or off with waste in Congressman. He said we're going to have to increase revenue. Okay, he did, but have you actually went over all of his stuff, right? What did he say about the tax revenues? It's not going to be enough. In fact, you've increased the amount of taxes coming in over the past 2 or 3 years. Guess what? He said it's a fraction of what you need. Okay, you're going to have to cut. He said that. Did you hear that when he said it? No, to know itself, oneself. Did you hear it when he said it? Did you actually listen to the guy? Okay. You have. Oh, hold on a second. All right. Okay. Let's pause this for a second, Dave. Okay, since you have. Okay. Stop this. Okay. Hold on. We'll get right back to it in a minute. Okay. Cause a lot of motherfuckers say a lot of shit about a lot of things, right? Okay. And they haven't researched even when it comes out of the president's own mouth. Okay. I know you haven't researched it. And we'll get right back into this in a minute. Okay. And I'll bring you guys up in a second. Okay. Give me a 1 if you guys can see this. Okay. This is President Trump, and he's talking about the email that DOGE sent out. Okay. Can you see it? Put a 1 if you can see it. Okay. All right. Good. This is out of his own mouth.
From more streamlined communications, there was that email telling employees to give 5 things that they've done last week. Agency heads then told people to ignore it. But
You're talking about the last email that was sent, where he wanted to know what you did this week. You know why he wanted that, by the way? I thought it was great, because we have people that don't show up to work and nobody even knows if they work for the government. So by asking the question, tell us what you did this week, what he's doing is saying, are you actually working? And then if you don't answer, like you're sort of semi-fired or you're fired, because a lot of people are not answering because they don't even exist. They're trying to find, that's how badly various parts of our government were run by, and especially by this last group. So what they're doing is they're trying to find out who's working for the government. Are we paying other people that aren't working? And where is all that? Where's the money going? We have found hundreds of billions of dollars of fraud so far, and we've just started. We're actually going to Fort Knox to see if the gold is there, because maybe somebody stole the gold. Tons of gold. So I think it was actually, there was a lot of genius in sending it. We're trying to find out if people are working. And so we're sending a letter to people, please tell us what you did last week. If people don't respond, it's very possible that there is no such person or they're not working.
Some of the agency heads instructed their employees not to respond because they were waiting on further guidance, but Elon Musk's tweet said a failure to respond would be taken as a resignation, so there's been a disconnect in communications. Yeah. Are you concerned at all about that?
No. That was done in a friendly manner. Only things such as perhaps Marco at State Department, where they have very confidential things, or the FBI, where they're working on confidential things. And they don't mean that in any way combatively with Elon. They're just saying there are some people that you don't want to really have them tell you what they're working on last week. But other than that, I think everyone thought it was a pretty ingenious idea. We have to find out where these people are. Who are they? And we said, if you don't respond, we assume you're not around.
And that holds, that stands.
And you're not getting paid anymore, too. So, we're doing a...
That's the response. So did you know that? Did you know that he said that? Okay. So you said you researched it. Did you know that he said that? And this is basically for RTO employees that are not in office. These are for RTO employees that are not in office. Okay. And what did he say? Okay. If you're not going to return to the office, which is the demand that he first said before he even got in office, motherfuckers are going to have to start coming back into the office where he can actually watch you. Okay. And so now, if you have a good reason for you not to be in office and you're remote, okay, got to answer the goddamn email. Y'all don't, okay, there's the link. You guys don't have to be in the chat, okay? Y'all want to say something, you don't have to be in the chat. All right, I'll bring people up real quick.
What's up, BGS?
What's going on?
Chilling. Since you talking about Elon today, I knew Elon. I knew something was up with Elon. This is before he bought Twitter. I don't know if you remember when they had that council when Biden was in office.
You know why? You know why? After the government brought Twitter through Elon. You know why?
You talking about the government bought.
Yeah. Those are government funds that Elon Musk used to buy Twitter. You know why they did it?
I would think they were trying to mess with him.
No, they were basically Telegram was eating their lunch.
Oh well, what I was going towards was the fact that they didn't invite him to the.
No. Telegram was eating their fucking lunch. That's how come, and they wanted to displace Telegram during the Ukraine war, so they had Elon buy Twitter. That wasn't his goddamn money.
Mm. So why did some people trying to say that they don't like that he bought Twitter? I know some people on the right, they love it, but I know it was on the left side they don't.
Because Twitter was not functioning the way a lot of the government officials wanted them to function. So they had Elon buy it. Elon is an agent for the government. There's a reason that Elon gets all the money and all the government contracts. He's doing what they want him to do.
Yeah.
Question, Mr. Avis.
Uh-huh.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
No, let him finish. Let him finish. Go ahead. Finish.
Yeah.
I don't know why Twitter comes up. Okay, but I mean, it should have come up with SpaceX. It should have come up with what's it?
Well,
go ahead.
Well, let me preface what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I think in the government it seems like there's two fractions, right?
Yes. Well, there's more than one, but go ahead.
So there's a fraction that we consider on the Democratic side, and there's a fraction where we consider on the Trump side. And they definitely, I agree with you, want him Twitter. But
it's not even Democratic or Republican. There's two factions, right? Okay. Why do you think the two of the main neocon Republicans actually went after and sided with Kamala Harris?
Because they want the Ukraine war to keep going. Because Trump
is more than that. The thing is that it tells you that it has nothing to do with Democratic or Republican, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, you're right. It does, but I'm just saying for making it simplistic. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't doing simple today, okay? We're doing truth today. What's the real truth, okay?
Well, the real truth is that it looks like there's a civil war between the government. That one side of the government wants to go a certain way. Like some people, and I kind of believe this on the Trump side. I'm just using.
What's a certain way that some people want the government to go?
Okay, so the people that wanted Kamala to win, they want to keep the NATO. They want to have like almost like a world order, like a world consensus.
Yes, the unipolar world, yeah.
Yes, and it seems like Trump and the people that are behind him that we don't
the realists. I mean, they're not. They're out front. I've been watching them for like the last 4 years. Okay, they're called realists. Go ahead.
Okay, so what you call the realists, all right?
That's what they call themselves. Okay.
Okay, so it looks like they don't want to be
which is something Vance and Hicks has actually used when they went to Europe. Okay. Why do you think they brought up realist? But go ahead.
Yeah, I haven't heard that term until you said it, so that's why I didn't know.
That's why normally I don't. Okay, you know why I don't normally deal with this kind of shit?
What?
It's because it's like explaining calculus to people that are doing basic math. Okay?
I don't think we disagree too much. It's just
let
me just finish it.
Let me do this. Let me give you your 2 minutes, man, and let you get your shit off. Okay.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me restart this. Okay. Give you your 2 minutes. Is it this? Is it that? No. Right. Where is it? I thought I had it. Maybe that's not it. I thought it was under my branding. Yeah, but go ahead, man. We'll give it like 5 seconds, and then we'll give you your 2 minutes. Okay. All right, go.
Okay. Okay, great. So the team that you call realists, right? Mm-hmm. It seems like they don't want to be a part of NATO. Some would consider that isolationist. I kind of disagree, but
that's not it. That's not it. But that's not it. But go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't agree with it, but I'm just saying.
I'm saying the real. That's not. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, man. Just finish. I'm gonna mute myself. Go ahead. But don't ask me no questions if you're gonna get your shit off. Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna say my point. All right. So my whole point was basically that there's two fractions going on. The Kamala Harris side, they want to continue NATO. They feel like they can go all the way into Russia, which is a suicide mission. And the people that's behind Trump, the realists, are like, that's not realistic. China's more of a threat. We've been taken advantage by NATO forever. That's really not our problem. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what's going on. And the side is on Trump. They're using Elon, like you said, like a weapon because he's very smart. He knows everything about AI. That's why he's able to look up and find where they're doing all this fraud. Because the way they've done fraud, if you did this by human hands, it will take forever. But with an AI, you can see exactly what it is, exposing not only the Democrats, but like the people behind it that want the NATO whole thing going on. As you see Elon going over to other elections in Europe, trying to expose their stuff, helping other parties. So they just want to get rid of NATO, or some people would see as a Illuminati. You know what I'm saying? So my whole point is that it looks like a civil war. That's my whole point that I was trying to come up with. A civil war of power. Some people see it as old money versus new money. I've seen people come to that conclusion. But my whole point and what I'm trying to say, it looks like a civil war. I think we agree more than disagree. That's all I'm saying.
Have you ever heard of a term called neoconservative?
Yes.
Have you ever researched them?
Yes, they were originally Democrats, and then they moved over to the Republicans, like George.
No,
Bush.
they were Republicans. Okay. In fact, the term neoconservative actually started under Reagan.
Right, Reagan, and they was really controlled. Well, Reagan all the way up, I guess, until Bush, you can say. And then a lot of people feel like Trump kind of overtook them. And it was very obvious when you saw Dick Cheney's daughter from promoting Kamala.
That's what I was trying to tell you. It has basically, and basically, it has nothing to do with party, because guess who we found out who were the main neocons? Okay, because you got to remember Samantha Powers and all these other neocons were actually under who in what's his name in Bill Clinton's stuff.
Oh, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
and transferred over when Bush 1, Bush 2 came in and remained in under Secretary of State, which is Hillary Clinton, right? Okay.
Right.
So it has nothing to do with party. It has nothing to do with party.
Okay, may I ask my question now, BJS?
Go ahead.
All right, that money that you said they gave Elon Musk, the government, was
Yes.
it a loan? Was it a loan, or did they just give it to him to get Twitter? Question.
Okay, General Dave, I don't know what you got playing in the background, man, but you got to turn it off. You're gonna have to drop. Okay.
Did you hear me, BJS?
Say it again.
I was asking, the money that the government gave Elon Musk to purchase Twitter, was that a loan or was that a gift?
Basically, that's the dark money that goes in through channels. Okay. And basically it's not real money, to put so to speak. It's through banks, and it's financed. Okay, it's financed money. Same thing that happens with Tesla. Same thing happened with SpaceX. Even the same thing happens with whatchamacallit. What is it? The satellites. What do they call that?
Starlink.
Starlink. Okay, that's all government-backed money. Okay, that's how come when Ukraine war started, they could force Elon to turn on Starlink to Ukraine and actually have them target people with that shit. It's because it's their fucking money. Okay, he's a high level. Somebody got something playing in the background?
No, sir.
If I can barely, one, can I finish talking before you talk? And two, I can barely hear you. Can you finish? Please let me finish talking. Let me finish answering his question before you start chiming in. Is that okay? Thank you.
That's okay. My bad. Yeah.
Okay. Basically, unless you, because if that's the case, I'm going to give you 2 minutes. You can explain it to me. Because I'm trying to explain it to him. Okay.
Please proceed, Master Educator.
Okay. That's how come they could force Biden administration could actually force Elon Musk, which pissed him off, to actually use Starlink as a military weapon to actually for communications and targeting. Okay, which he protested, which is one of the reasons why he switched over to Trump, because they did that shit to him. Because it's financed. All this shit is financed by him. Because I like I said, I from February or January 2022 till now, I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and listen to this shit. Okay, and the reason that Twitter was bought by Musk, okay, is because they needed somebody to take it over, because Telegram, which Russian made, was eating their fucking lunch. Okay, it was taken over because nobody trusted Twitter anymore. So they needed to get somebody else in there to handle it. And plus, Twitter, like I say, Twitter was financed. Okay, ain't no way anybody, a private guy, gonna come up with $48 billion to buy fucking Twitter. Okay, because it was only worth half of that. Because Twitter wasn't making no money. And
Gotcha.
so he had to acquire it and start and had fired people. So because now it has to make money because now it's financed. But that's why Elon Musk bought Twitter. It's because the government actually wanted to actually stop the rise of RT and stop the rise of was it Rumble and stop the rise of stop the rise
But they
of
can't.
Telegram because they couldn't control it. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna ask you another question, Rich, real quick. Did you ever see that interview with Joe Rogan with the guy that used to be in charge with Facebook, or one of the founders? He's a bald headed dude, and he was talking about how Biden wanted only one company to have AI, and he was saying that's why a lot of the tech people turn against Biden. You know what I'm talking about?
They might have, and Biden might have wanted to, but most of the tech people did not turn against Biden. Quite a few tech
Are you
titans
saying that?
actually were still with him.
Yeah, because he was trying to say they wanted one company to do it, and that they were like, he was saying some crazy stuff. Like he said that they could suppress AI. The government tried to say they can suppress AI just like they suppress physics. I'm gonna try to
You
find
can't. Okay, people can say anything. Okay. You can't suppress AIs because number one, who is the originator? Who had the original AI in the United States?
I would think it's from DARPA or something, and they gave it to.
IBM. Remember IBM and Watson? That's the first one.
Oh yeah, but they made a movie about that Watson guy. I forgot. Yep.
The Watson AI is the first one. Okay, it's been around. It's just never really been developed to this level. Right now, there's six or seven of them inside the United States, and there's probably about 30 of them around the world. Guess who the second biggest country for AI is?
I would say China.
China.
Yes.
Especially with
So in other words, if China has more scientists and more data scientists, how are they going to control AI?
Yeah, I know. I thought that was crazy right there. 'Cause I'm like,
It
there's
is
no way you
crazy.
can do it.
That's why it never happened. Do we have more than one company with AI?
Of course, yeah. I saw that as the genie's out of the bottle. But I was just wondering.
It's been out of the bottle. The thing is, this consortium came together and to suppress it because they didn't want to get out of hand. So it wasn't the government doing it. It's actually the people internally were doing it. In fact, the guy that actually wrote some of the algorithms, he said the exact same thing. They wanted to tamp it down on purpose. It wasn't the government that did it.
Yeah, because I think with the deep sea thing and what's that thing? They call it distillation, where you can get an AI that you made and learn from a bigger AI, and they become better.
Yes.
With that going on, there's no way you can stop it. It's not worth trying to block the chips.
They found a way to make the one thing that the Chinese did is found a way to make the code more efficient to run on less powerful chips.
Yeah,
it's nothing but code. Okay.
Yeah, I seen a full version of DeepSeek run on I think 2 MacBooks.
Yeah,
which
it's all code.
Yeah,
it's all code. So anyway, anybody else?
What's up, BGS?
Watson is the first official AI, man. Now, the first one, the first experimental one, was actually out of MIT. They demonstrated that in the late '80s. Okay, they actually made a demonstration of it. Okay, but Watson is the first official AI. That's how far back it goes. Okay, it's not new.
What do you think about that?
Watson was the only. Basically, IBM was the only one that had enough processing power to actually run an official AI. Okay, they were the first one.
What do you think about that quantum chip they just came out with Google?
The quantum chips have been around about 20 years.
I can believe
it. Just look it up. You don't have to believe me. Just Google it. All right.
Believe it though. I'm not going to get.
IBM came up. Been having a quantum chip since the goddamn mid 2000s. Okay, the first one of the first ones. Okay.
And BGS, when you were talking about Elon Musk finance money,
Yes.
do you mean like that money's not in circulation? Like there's not like it's not like in regular circulation with the general public's
What do you
access
mean?
to funds?
What you talking about in circulation?
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not being like run through the banks and ATMs and stuff like that.
It's been run. All money's run through the banks. Okay. But thing
Okay.
is,
Okay.
your money's run through the bank. But guess who? Where it winds up? Who gets to spend it?
Me.
Government.
You. You.
Okay.
Same thing with the
And,
government. Okay. All money's run through. All money's run through a bank. Okay.
Basically,
So what do you mean? What do you mean it's not real money then? If it's running through the bank and stuff like that.
Okay. Okay. Do you know how fractional reserve works?
Actually, oh yeah, where they take a percentage of like what's invested, and they're able to like make a loan.
It make loans. Okay. When I say real
Yeah.
money, that's what I mean. Okay. You understand that? Okay.
Yeah, we talk about like money that's like been.
We don't have. This is not a regular open session. I don't have 8 hours tonight. Okay. Ask
Okay,
a question and we're gonna move on. All right. I don't have time to teach you right now. Okay.
My bad. My bad.
Okay. Y'all jump in. Because all these freaking Elon Musk haters, I drop a link and guess what? None of you motherfuckers are coming up. Okay.
What exactly is the big argument that he's?
Okay. He's not a genius. He doesn't know anything. Elon Musk is stupid, right? Okay. Well,
Stupid.
Elon Musk doesn't have a degree in physics. Okay, I heard that. Go look at his Wikipedia page. Okay.
I think he has a bachelor's, but I think he dropped out of his PhD program.
He never
He's
went.
Smart.
He never went. Okay.
Okay.
In fact, he was supposed to go to Stanford for a PhD program. He didn't go because he wanted to get into what? Tech. Programming. Okay. That's where he started his first tech company. Zip2.
Yeah. I mean, he made his money from that first sale because they wanted to just buy up any competitors. It's not like he was a genius, but I mean, he's intelligent. I'll give him that. And he's latched on to really good ideas from other people who had something going. So
did Henry Ford, okay, who's a genius. So did Edison, right? I call him Edison. Edison bought up other people's inventions, okay?
Yeah, so it's a different type of smarts. It's like business savvy as opposed to just raw.
Are there business geniuses? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Steve Jobs and Bill Gates. What did they get their degree in?
Neither one of them had any. Wait. Jobs might have had a bachelor's.
No, he didn't. Dropped out.
Okay.
Bill Gates. Where did Bill Gates get his degree from?
He dropped out of Harvard.
He dropped out of Harvard, right?
Yeah, but his mom was also on the United Way charity board, and his dad was a patent attorney in Seattle. Like top tier. He helped him.
What about Steve Jobs and Wozniak? Did they have a silver spoon?
No, but Wozniak was a legit genius. Still is. But
what's his degree in?
I believe it's bachelor's in computer science.
If that, right?
No. But he was a genius at a time where this stuff was all very new.
He's still a genius, okay?
Yeah.
Some people are just innately smart in certain subjects.
Did Jobs have a silver spoon in his mouth?
I don't think
No.
silver spoon.
No,
Like
he's adopted. And guess why he dropped out of school? Because his poor ass parents. He wouldn't want to bankrupt his poor ass parents. All these hackers that invent shit, okay, don't have to have a degree. Torvald, when he actually put together the whatchamacallit for Linux, right? Yeah, he was a student. So what? A lot of these cats that come up with these ideas from Stanford, say like Google, right? They're scientists, but guess what? They're students.
Yeah.
I mean,
Michael Dell dropped out.
Michael Dell did drop out. Yes, he did.
He dropped out and started Dell Computer from his dorm room.
From his dorm room. Yes, he
in
did.
Austin, Texas.
So I don't understand. I don't understand what the backlash is. Either the results. He's been around for 30 fucking years. Either the results are there or they're not.
I think people just have an issue with him because they try to say, well, what he's doing is illegal. He's not that smart. I'm like, I was riding Uber just to get somewhere, right, today. And the guy tried to say, well, whatever DOGE is doing is illegal. I said, if that was true, why didn't Congress stop it?
Yeah.
I said, first of all, I said, well, every president can have advisors who are not voted in.
Yes.
Yep. And if you look at a company, let's say you look at an audit. You audit a police agency, right? You're not going to have the people inside the agency do the audit because of bias.
Oh, you know what? Twiz, there's a link there for a fucking reason, okay? If you got all this smoke for Elon and what's going on, there's a goddamn link, okay? Otherwise, shut the fuck up.
You're not coming up here. It's funny because here's the lack of intelligence most people have. The government hires people to do audits outside of the government to not have one bias and not to be persuaded by anyone inside of it. And they also do it because there's no repercussions that person can receive because they're part of that agency.
Well, why do you think I started with fucking Schweikert on the floor, right? What did he say? Yeah. Okay? Got to hire people outside of the goddamn government that should do this shit. Data scientists. Yeah. What did DOGE? What did Elon Musk, Trump, and DOGE do? Hire people outside of the government. That's exactly what they did.
That's what they did, and that's what the problem. It's like, imagine how many times I've heard, "That's not how the police work. That's not how the military works." I said, "Okay, go ahead, tell me. Have you ever been in?" "No." "Okay, then you tell me what the fuck I do." And basically, he's doing it on a larger scale. That's your corporation, and if you're working for a city government, what they'll do when they have to get an audit.
Okay. I'm more concerned that Congress hasn't been passing laws and doing proper oversight than what DOGE is doing, because you have the White House blocking it. But now you have a guy that's willing to actually allow people to go in and look at the books, and they're panicking. Okay.
Hey, you told me to call in this day.
Okay. This Dave.
Yeah.
Who are you? Hold on. What I say about over talking me? Okay. Who are you in the chat? Because I don't know who Dave is.
David Drencher.
David Drencher. Okay. Go ahead. Because I don't know General Dave, so you have to tell me who you are. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I had made a comment. You were talking about Elon emails, and I was just saying, like, SecDef and a lot of other departments told all their employees to ignore whatever the hell emails Elon sent.
Okay, fine. But the thing is, did you actually say why he sent it? You had the president right there telling you why he sent it. A lot of people think that Elon Musk is doing this shit on his own.
Oh, I guess we had miscommunication because you said I didn't know what the hell I was talking about when I said that.
I asked you, did you research it, right?
I said, yeah. Now,
so do you know why he sent it in the first place?
Well, he originally first sent it to say, hey, there's a lot of fraud and abuse, and we're trying to figure out if these people actually work.
In other words, who did he actually send the email to?
From what I understand, he sent it to everybody. And
he sent it to the people that were remote, RTO, okay? In other words, there was a call. Remember when they first got in about them saying that people have to return to work, return to the office. Remember that?
Yeah, but that everybody did. So you mean to tell me that the emails that they're not sending no emails to, they're only sending emails to RTO? I'd have to disagree, bro.
Oh, and what did your president? Let me play it again, okay? For the Negroes in the back, okay?
I'm in the front. I just heard it.
No. Evidently, you're in the back because I just played it. Didn't I just play it? Didn't I just play it?
Okay, wait a minute.
No.
You tell me you did not hear this man say in the beginning.
Dude. You have the president of the goddamn United States explaining what happened. Yeah. Where does the buck stop with?
Donald Cheeto.
Where does the buck stop with? They asked him a question about what his employee is doing, right? He explained to you exactly why he did it. You want to hear it again?
And Elon is not
Do
an
you?
employee of the government.
He is an employee. Okay, man. All right. All right. Okay. All right.
Contracted employee.
Okay. All right. 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 All right.
But by Doge.
Who's he working for? Who is Doge working for, man?
Elon. All I know is Trump literally.
Who is
running Doge?
Oh my God. Okay. All right.
And that's,
okay.
And that's
okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
And three other departments said don't answer none of this. None of
the departments can say what they want. I'm telling you. Did you actually investigate why the email was sent?
I told you that you said I was wrong. So why are we gonna keep going back and forth on that? You have your opinion, I have mine. I'm not telling you wrong. You're telling me I'm wrong.
Okay, man, dude, I just played it for you about what Trump said. The boss said why it was sent. They asked him a direct question, right, about the email, right? Did you hear it? Did you listen to it?
I told you yes.
Did you? Okay. What did you understand that he said? What's the breakdown?
Said exactly what you said, but I'm telling you before this thing right here, he said a long time ago it wasn't because of this. This was not his reason when he first sent out, when them first emails first came out. That wasn't the reason. The reason was to capture fraud, to see who's stealing this damn old money and who we got.
So how do you find out who's stealing money? How do you find out if the people are actually working? They're working instead of in other words, let me play it again. Okay? No. Shut up for a second. Okay, let me play it again. Dude. Yeah. Okay.
I'm mute, man.
Calm down
Thank
a
you.
little bit.
Calm down, man. Because first of all, you got to do an audit and make people come back to work to see who the fuck was working.
Okay, let me play it. I'll speed it up just a bit. And I'll play it again. Okay. He just told you why the email was sent, and he agreed with it, okay? He didn't do it before he told Trump.
Sir, do you think that DOGE could benefit from more streamlined communications? There was that email telling employees to give 5 things that they've done last week. Agency heads then told people to ignore it.
You're talking about the last email that was sent, where he wanted to know what you did this week. You know why he wanted that, by the way? I thought it was great. Because we have people that don't show up to work and nobody even knows if they work for the government. So by asking the question,
and what now he just told you why, okay? What'd you get out of that, Dave? Unmute. What'd you get out of that?
Exactly what he just said. He don't know if there's fraud, he don't know if people ain't working.
Exactly. So this is a way to actually see who's working, who's not, right?
That is correct.
Okay, thank you. Now continue.
Let
me continue. Okay.
I'm the only one that's answering your questions.
Yes, God. You have a no, Dave. You have a channel.
I only have one question. Why is SecDef saying fuck Elon? Don't answer none of that shit.
It's because they're not the president. They can say that. They can say it.
Does Elon work at DOGE? Is he an employee? Does he run it?
He's the head of DOGE, man. What part? It's
literally said Elon is not the head of DOGE.
Who says that Elon's the head of DOGE? No. Dave. Who's the person that is in charge? Who's in charge?
Not Elon, according to Trump.
No. Who's in charge?
Not
Trump.
Elon.
Trump is in charge, right? What does Trump say about Elon and DOGE?
Elon ain't in charge of DOGE.
No, Trump appointed him to be what? Head of DOGE.
Okay, that's why I'm on mute, and I'm just gonna go get the article, put it in
the. I don't care what you put. It's coming out of the man's goddamn mouth, man. I don't care about a goddamn article. It's coming out of his mouth.
Okay, but Trump said it.
All right, man. Basically, you're talking about an article. We're talking about what Trump has said.
Y'all get it on YouTube.
Are you going?
I'll mute.
Thank you. Okay. I don't even know where did they get you people from, man? God damn. Okay. Trump appointed him to be head of DOGE. He appointed him. He's got to appoint him. Otherwise, guess what? Congress will actually ignore him. Okay, he appointed him to be head of DOGE. I don't know what part of that you're missing. Okay, this is insane. This is insane. What?
You got to go through Civics 101. You got to go through Civics 101 and talk about the authority of the president, the checks and balances of the government of all three branches. A lot of people don't realize the president can appoint people as his administrators and assistants and advisors. And I'm like, what's so hard of that to understand? If he wasn't in charge of DOGE, why the fuck does he only answer to Trump?
And when he got appointed, therefore he's a part of Trump's administration, i.e., he works for the administration.
Yes.
Yes.
Directly for him. It's just like Hegseth.
Yes.
When I did when I did the town hall meeting yesterday, there's a reason why they fired that guy from the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. There's a reason. Look what he said on Sean Ryan. He said and this is before he even was looking at that. He was going to get rid of them. He thought he should have been gotten rid of a long time ago because of that DEI woke shit. They wanted that out the military, and he knew that Trump knew his will was going to be carried through with Hegseth. He answers directly to these people, and I mean, what's going to be better, hearing it from the horse's mouth or hearing it from an article?
The horse's mouth.
Directly. I'm playing you to it right now in front of you. Okay, goddamn. Why do you think you're asking him about Elon Musk and DOGE? Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's literally Trump saying Elon.
Who's officially? Who's the head of DOGE officially?
Not Elon.
Trump.
And if Trump appointed him, he works for him. Henceforth, what part of that can you not comprehend, sir?
He's appointed to advise and run DOGE. That's what he's there for. Trump said that from the very beginning.
It's the same thing as saying who's in charge of the armed forces.
Yes.
Who's in charge?
They did not move.
Hey, Dave, calm their ass down.
Who's the chief and commander of the armed forces?
Trump. The
they
president.
Did not move without Trump's
who's the secretary?
Huh?
Who's the secretary? So,
can you guys hear me right now?
What do they call?
Hold on.
We can hear you
right now. Okay, I'm at work.
We can hear you.
I want to clear this up.
No, no, you're not. No, you're not. Hey, I don't care.
I'm having a lag.
If you talk over me, talk over me, name it. Okay, huh? It's who? Nameless. Okay, go ahead.
Nameless.
For you, I'll clear it up.
Okay,
go
I'm trying
ahead.
to clear this up now because I got the actual email. So the problem with all of this, so we're clear, is that the news outlets are being intentionally obfuscating all of this information. Here's what actually happened. Firstly, Elon Musk is serving as an advisor. So DOGE is an agency that is supposed to be operating with the capacity of oversight and efficiency, specifically the efficiency piece. So when the email goes out, they have to make a suggestion that goes through the proper channels. So DOGE makes the advisement, which was, we need to make an accountability check on the entire federal government. That's what was going on there. What ended up happening is they brought that to Trump. Trump gave the green light for it. They go to OPM, which is what handles all of the oversight for the federal government when it comes to accountability and personnel. That's the same OPM that you go to if you have any issues with hiring, firing, etc. OPM got in contact with every single HR in the federal government. From there, they sent out that mass email. Again,
You're Borgie.
Can I go after him when he's finished?
Well, I was.
Hey, let him finish. Otherwise, I will drop everybody. Go ahead. Finish, Nameless. You're Borgie bad.
The president by way of OPM. That went.
They got him.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm at work. The location I'm at, the connection's terrible.
Yeah, stand up on the stool, man. Get that reception.
Can I say something?
No, you cannot.
Get this point
It's
across.
Dr. Goodbar.
Okay, let Nameless finish, please. Okay, is that okay? Okay, I'm trying to let him finish. Go ahead, and then you can go right after him.
No, I was next, but you're not nameless, so let him finish.
Oh boy.
I know this was a mistake, but go ahead. Go ahead, Nameless. If you're there, finish. Okay. Until Nameless comes back. Go ahead, Dr. Goodbar. I'm sorry.
All right. And by the way, please refer to me as Dr. Goodbar based upon what I'm about to say. So I'm on the front lines myself. Yes, please refer to me as Dr. Goodbar.
Okay, go ahead, Dr. Goodbar.
I might get a call from a 202 number, just like you, BG.
They got Nameless already, but go ahead.
Just tell her you'll be there later.
Now you work in this realm. So did you get an email?
I did.
Okay.
And we were the managers had a meeting and they advised us what to put in our bullets. I sent bullets out last night, and I honestly I understand that a lot of people are afraid of getting cut. But I see both sides of this. I do think that, yeah, this thing has been allowed to get too big, and I don't see a problem with looking at things and making cuts where necessary.
Yeah, and most federal employees don't have emails to even get this kind of thing, right? It's only people that have certain desk jobs and capacities. Okay, everybody's not getting it. Your postal worker is not going to get this email. Okay.
And I will say this with the remote work, some people, I feel bad for some coworkers because they did leave the state, they did leave the area. I think the thought was that the teleworking would be permanent.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we didn't have any reason to think that it wouldn't be, but yeah, when people are working remotely, yeah, you literally have no idea what they're doing. You're really relying on the honor code.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see both sides of this.
And I think people are, I mean, and this is just a very small, minor thing, but thing is, USAID is getting swept under the rug, okay, which is major, okay? The Stacey Abrams thing, which is major, is getting swept under the rug over this, okay, in email. And most federal employees have a union, okay? There's certain things you can and cannot do, okay? They can send you an email, but things you getting fired, you're getting your pay cut. Got to go to the union for that kind of shit. Okay, it's not as easy as you think. It's not a one like just snap a finger and get your pay and your job cut. It doesn't work that way. Okay.
Usually, the people who are going to get cut are going to be the people who are contracted.
Yes,
first.
That's what they're cutting right now.
Yeah, contractors are contractors. Okay, they're not really basically employees. Okay, for the most part, they're not protected.
So I wanted to touch. Dr. Goodbar, sorry.
Dr. Goodbar, did you finish?
I'll say the last thing. The big thing in my neck of the woods right now is they canceled all the telework agreements, so all of us have to go back in the office for most of the week. That's I mean, relative to people who got cut, that's a small thing, but
yeah,
it's a lifestyle change.
The thing is, Trump said that before he even got into office, there's going to be a thing. Okay, before he got into office, so everybody knew what was coming. Okay. And they've been talking about the RTO shit in business and in government for about a year or so, okay? Because it wasn't supposed to be this much. COVID kind of changed the game. People don't want to come back into the office. Guess what? Then, and guess what? Musk said, if you don't want to come back into the office, okay, take your buyout and go. Offer your buyout. You don't want to come back in the office. You don't want to do this shit. Here's your buyout. We're gonna pay you for a year. Go find another job.
Yep. I wanted to touch two subjects.
Which is generous. Go ahead.
Okay, so I work at a hospital and I work for transportation. I work pretty much 6 to 7 days a week. Both jobs, I have to email what I have done. I have to email people's situations that are going on. This is a normal thing. Both jobs, literally, when we send our email, they have like 5 questions in there. A lot of private corporations and public corporations do this because they want to keep up with your performance and where you're failing and how you're performing and how you interact with other people. This is normal. So I talked to my mom. She said, I filled out the email. And what they're doing is just making sure people fall into a hierarchy and they're socially accountable for their actions. This is not abnormal. This happens at a lot of jobs. They have you write emails now saying what you have done.
Okay.
Are you proactive? And now that they've done it in the government, it's like it's a big deal because the news, but it's not abnormal to anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
No, it didn't become normal until after COVID. So basically, who's
Yeah.
next? Hold on a second. Have you
And
done?
Am I
Go
still
ahead.
voting?
I wanted to say I didn't know.
Hold on, just a second. Finish up,
Yeah,
Leon, real quick.
I didn't know. I thought it was the other guy talking over BGS, Dr. Dunbar. Not you. You's the big dog.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
thought it was the other
I
guy.
understand. I did. When we have this many people on the panel, you can't always look. But I already apologize for actually dissing Dr. Goodbar. I didn't mean to.
Delete that from everything. I thought it was the other guy.
Yeah, I did too. That's what I thought the same thing. But yeah, are you done, Leon? Because we got Nameless back up.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Nameless.
Okay, if you guys can hear me. So
We got you.
I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible before I lose connection again. So the important thing was that people who had certain classifications, generally speaking, those in the 1800 series, for them to reveal that information could actually violate a lot of the information, the OPSEC security info, especially since some people were sending some of this information to their private emails, because you were supposed to send it to OPM's HR and your immediate supervisor.
Okay.
So the key to it all was because they sent this out, I think it was Friday evening. By the time, I think it was Sunday afternoon, a lot of the individuals who were head of departments were, I think it was FBI, the CIA, Department of Homeland Security, and maybe one other agency. They came together and said, no, we already have accountability for that. So you can have all of that information handled by the immediate supervisors and those that are there in DC. We'll account for you. That's why they had to double back and make that explanation of, we're doing this essentially for accountability purposes. What I wanted to clear up here is that they did wrong in saying that they said don't send the email. It was just specific people who had certain job classifications were told that groups like the transportation department still have to send it. Others have to as well. A lot of people had a lot of stay-at-home remote work going on. That's been going on since COVID.
Yes.
When my agency that were doing that, that was the main ones that were being targeted by a lot of this. So
as I
said,
right? As I said, right? It's make sure that
you both were saying, it was like you both were saying, but the problem is when you see these headlines and these news articles, they're making it look like Elon is just up there on some, wow, I'm gonna push the button, y'all doing what I'm saying. No, there's official channels of controls that have to approve anything that goes through. And if anything, and this is a side note, the CIA kind of did get him with a gotcha when he first got up there because they misinterpreted, they took literally something he asked for and they intentionally sent him some SSI on some gotcha type of energy later on. That type of thing is going on, but they're not talking about that in the news. This particular situation is just a return to form.
Yes.
Yeah, in most instances, and just like the brother was saying earlier, it was normal to have these end of the year reviews. But my agency, for example, just recently got rid of a lot of those things 2 years ago. We may see that coming back again now. So that was done in the spirit of what that was. That's all I wanted to clarify.
Yeah. And it's more complex than people think it is. It's not just I can say you're fired if you don't answer this email. It's more complex than that, okay? And we had two people who actually say that. And people are actually bugging out about this shit. Let the process work. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can regulate people's performance, see how they're socially interacting. That email you about a particular coworker and how they're performing. But it is a way, like if there's any accountability, you write a statement, you write what you could do better, and it is a way to get you out of the door too. But if you don't do it, you get written up. But it's just part of the process. If you want the job, you do it.
You do it. Yeah. But be just pedestrian stress tax. I heard that. Okay.
BGS.
Yes, sir.
I think I sent this email to you a couple months back. Like, I mean, the situation that's disturbing to me is that a lot of these people do not realize that a lot of the federal buildings are being sold off because they have no occupancy.
That's true. That's part of
And
it.
and government is losing so much money
Mm-hmm.
because of that. And you know what I mean? And they just don't see the ramifications. Like it was just like COVID. They force people to go back to the office because you got to think of your tax base, your restaurants. All these things have huge domino effects
Right.
on these in these cities and these economies. So you can only imagine how much money DC was losing.
And your employer that's paying you has a right to ask, set down the terms of your employment. Point blank. Period.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whether they gain money or lose money, it's their right to actually say, okay, you don't have a job if you don't come into the office 5 days a week.
But ABGS,
Yes, sir.
with the way the technology is going and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? It looks to be more convenient, you know what I'm saying, for companies.
What did I just say?
My bad.
What did I just say? Your employer has the right to ask you to be in the office, right?
They do at the end of the day. They do. You're right.
Yeah, that's all this. That's enough said. Jamie Dimon just said the same goddamn thing.
Dang.
I just played him cussing people out about him wanting you to be in the office and in the meetings in person. Okay,
Not texting.
not texting. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. I get tired of y'all liberals. My way or the highway until they say you're fired.
Most of these motherfuckers ain't liberal or conservative, man. They don't even know what they are. They're sheep. Okay, they follow. Most of them.
No, I meant in the way of American freedom. You know, I'm free.
The biggest people that are for American freedom are actually right wing people. Actually,
definitely sheep.
Liberals believe in what? Big government. Guess what? Right wing people believe in small government. That's the
Mind your
opposite.
business.
Yeah.
And complete liberty, actual liberty. But ABGS,
What is actual liberty, sir?
actual liberty is paying your taxes. Not only paying your taxes, being left to your own devices once you've paid your taxes. Actual liberty. Liberty doesn't mean you get to do whatever you want to do. You are beholden to a government body, especially if you want protection federally, which is why the federal government exists. However, that actual liberty, it requires something from you. You got to put some skin in the game.
Name me one government from tribal all the way up to give you the actual liberty that you're talking about.
None.
None. Thank you.
I was told
Human beings don't work that way. If you want liberty, nobody's asking you from actually having liberty, right? It's a thing called the forest and the wilderness, right? Take your ass up into the wilderness by yourself. Nobody will come looking for you. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do within the limits of nature.
Exactly. And the point, again, so when I say actual liberty, I don't mean a liberal or a leftist. I don't mean someone who lives in this utopia definition of not being an actual place that exists.
And guess what you have? You have leftists, far leftists, that believe in the same thing that you're saying. Okay.
Oh, absolutely, but they don't do it they don't do it in action in front of everybody for everyone to see. They'll give you a lot of lip service as to why they despise it, but then they maintain everything it is to be a portion of this liberty that we enjoy.
Have you ever listened to Noam Chomsky?
Oh yes, Noam Chomsky.
Okay. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. Richard Wolff, unfortunately, who I can't stand. Absolutely.
Okay. And Richard Wolff is a communist, but Noam Chomsky is a leftist, and he's what
I know, but he also
what?
Absolutely. No, I was saying, but Richard Wolff often.
I said Noam Chomsky. I didn't say Richard Wolff.
No, I know, but I mentioned Richard Wolff. I
didn't. Why are you adding to my shit instead of answering the question I gave you?
I did answer your question. I said I did, and I have listened and read Noam Chomsky.
And Chomsky wants liberty. Okay, they're called what?
Agreed.
Yeah. So that's why I asked him. He's a leftist.
Yeah, agreed. He is, but that's why I mentioned Richard Wolff, because Richard Wolff oftentimes will quote Noam Chomsky, and then he twists his words.
There's a lot of people that twist a lot of people's words, okay?
Yeah, anyway. But Richard Wolff is nefarious.
Okay.
Dude, I've been on the left, I've been on the right, I've been in these forums, I've talked to the militia, I've been a progressive. That's why I'm an agnostic. Okay.
No, I'm not.
Huh? I didn't. Did I say you were? So I understand the left and the right, okay, and how and they actually agree on a lot of shit, especially like a lot of people that don't like Kennedy, okay, who's a leftist. A lot of people on the right actually agree with his ass, okay. Lots of them, most of them, okay.
Yeah, same. Just like Clinton, just like Lincoln agreed with, just like Lincoln and his cohorts, the early Republicans agreed with. My goodness, Karl Marx. I'm not saying that there aren't subtle nuances and places where people agree.
Okay. What do you disagree with Karl Marx?
What do I disagree? Well, first of all, if you read his 50-page Communist Manifesto, I agree with.
Yes,
I disagree with everything there, especially when he talks about people suffering concerning workers' rights, and talks about the proletariat, etc. I don't agree with him.
Okay. So hold on. Okay. So you agree that the old-fashioned factory should be able to work you 16 hours a day, 6 days a week.
No, I don't agree that they should work you more than the times that have been allotted. But what I'm telling you, I don't agree.
Where did you get the 8-hour work week from? Where you get it from?
We know where we get it from. I know that it's a communist idea, but I don't agree with the 8-hour work week.
It's a socialist idea. Guess where you're. Hold on a second. Guess where a lot of what you think comes from. Guess where it comes from?
I don't agree with this stuff. You posit that.
Okay, dude.
BJS, can you ask me the question so you get it?
No. What I'm saying. Okay, the thing is, go do me a favor before you keep talking. Go back and research the social contract. Okay.
Okay, absolutely. But the point
I don't even want to hear no more. I won't hear no more. Okay. This is not what it's for. I'm not going to argue communism versus socialism.
I wasn't trying to do that at all.
Yeah. Because a lot of you people that on the right believe in what what's his name did, what FDR did. Okay.
Yep.
I'm not on the right either.
Free market.
Yeah, you
Okay.
Hey man, by the end of this presidency, they all gonna say they didn't do it.
I don't want to hear this shit.
Why do people don't get it on a global scale? They'll get it in like a country, but not on a global scale.
Because they don't know what the fuck they believe in. They just spouting shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Please, you will be considered communist if you don't sell your goods to the highest bidder, and we'll take our planes like we did to North Korea, South Korea, and just blow you out the face of the map.
God damn.
You're gonna, if you invest any dollars back into your people, you will be considered communist.
The fucking new conservatives that you spout were communists back in the 20s and 30s. They're Trotskyites. Okay. Pizza, taco stand, blood pressure medicine, and normie tax. Man, most of the motherfuckers don't know exactly what the fuck you're talking about. Okay, that's what irritates me.
PGS, I got a question.
Brothers would be living under tree stumps if there was no socialism.
Peace and hair grease to BGS and the long time Dusties, okay? But you want your 8-hour work week, you want your Social Security, you want your public education funded, you want the right to access to public schools and public streets and public works, all that kind of shit. But I don't believe in socialism. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't believe in socialism. Everybody does. They just when it doesn't benefit them.
PGS, I got a question. What is it with these people that about Trump and Elon, where it's like their brain cells disintegrate and they become stupid. I don't get it.
I don't know. We just had two people that work for the government that got the email, came up and explained there should be no more debate about what's what. Okay.
Right.
I played for you exactly what the man said, what Trump said, and how the exact channels that it ran through, and how the channels that went through all the emails, and why it was actually sent in the first fucking place. And the two people that actually got the emails actually agreed with what I was saying. Come on, man, get grief. Jesus Christ.
And BGS. Would you say?
Twiz, next time you're gonna be blocked, okay? We've asked you to be nice. You don't want to be nice. Next time you're gonna be blocked, okay? So all that bullshit that you guys are talking about, okay? Um, you can calm down. Otherwise, we start bouncing people, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I highlighted your comment. Let it go. Trump says a lot of things. Okay, go ahead.
Is this just for government employees, or you think this is gonna be like a thing across the country to where?
It's for who? Federal workers. Okay,
Okay.
Every private corporation can either go with it or not. Now, if you're accepting federal money, there's certain things that can be done. Right, we retract that federal money. Okay,
Yeah, that's true.
that's where the executive orders come in. If you take federal money involved with the federal government, they have a say in what you do. If you want to give back the money, that is up to you. Okay. Now, Costco and Walmart, a few others, are not going to go along with a lot of stuff that Trump says because they don't have to. But this, with the emails, is federal employees, and only a certain group of federal employees is nameless that you just heard. Did you not listen to him?
Mm-hmm.
Did you not listen to him, Pookie?
No, I didn't. My apologies, BGS.
Well, then bow out, sir, because we had two people on here that work for the federal government that explained to you exactly what the email was, why it was sent, and the channels that it went through. If you weren't listening, then you have no dog in the fight, okay? Anyway, I don't want to keep repeating myself. Go ahead.
BJ, I was just gonna say,
Go
I mean, people didn't see the interaction between Trump and the governor of Maine.
Yeah.
It was quite clear when he was trying. That's a perfect example. Like, you don't comply, you ain't gonna get this federal shot.
Exactly.
Just like Gavin Newsom.
Got to kiss the ring. Yeah, unless you want to pull his money. Okay, you want to keep which is something I said from the very beginning, right? The same thing with Illinois. You can keep your migrants. We're not going to pay for them.
Mm-hmm.
This is all we're saying. If you want them and you want to pay for them, that's on you. Same thing with ICE. We're not going to allow ICE to come into the whatever it is, right? Bullshit. Okay, it's called a federal law. Okay, you have no jurisdiction over immigration.
Nope.
If they want to come in, just like FBI, CIA, whatnot, can come into whatever they want to come into, they can do that because that's the agreement that you made with the United States government.
Yeah, BGS. Why would you take? How do you take your president to court over letting boys play in female sport and think you're going to get elected again?
You know what? If people, the majority of people want to let that shit happen, I have no problem with it because it's sports, right?
Right.
It don't mean nothing. It's not like life or death. Okay. If you want little boys play with little girls in sports and you guys agree to it, I got no issue with it. I mean, why separate them in the first place? Okay.
I was gonna say, I could tell you, being up north, them folks in Maine are not letting that shit slide. There's a lot of them who saw that and they're like, yeah, we're gonna get her out of here.
Yeah.
So, it's just, I mean, it's BGS knows, and the panel knows. When I went to Kennedy's Democratic Party when he's running for president, I saw a lot of the old school Democrats.
Yeah.
And they do not tolerate none of this shit that's going on.
Yeah.
People who do not realize, like, this new woke and I can do what I want entitlement. No, that is far from the Democratic perspective. Or the Kennedy actual Democrat.
And money cash. The link's in the chat, boss. That's why I put the link. When I start posting links in the chat, I'm not taking questions from the chat. Okay. If you want to answer the question, you bring your ass up. Okay.
Yeah, I actually don't have.
And without all this side bullshit. Okay. What's his name? We're arguing about communism versus liberalism, which is all mixed up anyway. We actually investigated. Most of these people are actually friends. And a lot of people you think are right or rightist or not, okay, or not as right as you think they are. And some of the people that are on the left, and we found AOC, okay, Bernie, okay, are not as left as you think they are. Okay, because Bernie was sign up for funds to actually send these weapons over to Ukraine, which is not a socialist or a leftist thing, okay?
At all.
At all. But that's politics.
So winter is here, basically.
Say what?
Winter is here.
Been here.
Winter's been the thing. Okay, the thing is, you're in midwinter, and basically a lot of shit that you saw even before Biden administration actually went out of office. Janet Yellen said there is no more road. Okay, this is it. They capped this shit at 37 trillion. There is no more road. They have to cut. They have to start somewhere. Is it going to be? What I say is it going to be easy? No. It's not going to be easy. It should have been done under Obama back in 2010, 2011, right? They didn't want to do that. They want to kick the can down the road. Ain't no more road now. What are you going to do? That's why I play Swiker. Ain't no more fucking road. So it's going to be rough. So a lot of ugly shit's going to happen. Like what's his name? The Biden, Kamala Harris had 4 years to actually work this shit out. They didn't. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
This is what we stuck with.
I mean, I was gonna say, BJ, what kills me is like, if you, best way I can explain it is, the deficit is no different from a lot of people's personal finance in America.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The fact that you have people under the previous administration were struggling to pay credit card debt, food, housing, after saving so much money from COVID.
Yes.
Like that is like a bipolar experience where the transition, as BJ mentioned before, it wasn't supposed to be this unsettling. It's supposed to be smooth.
Yeah.
Let's get back on track.
Yeah.
Not this fucking, excuse my language, this hyper gambling.
What happened is you shifted from a broken economy under COVID to a wartime economy, draining the money out of the system to fund the war. Okay,
at the speed of light.
At the speed of light, and this is what you wound up with. Now this guy has to come in and actually fix all the shit that this motherfucker broke over the last 4 years. Okay,
yep.
It's not going to be easy.
No, and I don't think most people in Capitol Hill thought the acceleration with Biden would get to this point. I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. But the thing is, there's two things, and that which pisses me off, right? The people that are crying about it now, right? Motherfucker, you had 4 years to say something. Even if you couldn't do anything, you had 4 years to say something. You kept your motherfucking mouth shut. It didn't say shit.
Oh, not just that, BGS. They kept their mouth shut. Then they yelled at anybody that did say something.
And did say something. Yeah, you kept your fucking mouth shut. So you have no right. You had no right to talk about it now. Okay, I want to hear it.
A lot of pain.
It has to happen. That's why I play Swagger at the very beginning. He's been crying about this for 5 years, right? Okay, He's telling you what has to be done because the previous way of doing this shit didn't work. It has to be done by the president. That's why he's doing this shit. Well, like it or not, I love it. Okay, come clean.
Yeah. It's one of those things that's well overdue. Like if you like how I look at it is that this has been a problem.
You sound like a real robot man.
Yeah. You need a better connection, man. Right, your connection's all fucked up. Go ahead.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Hey, yeah. So damn, man. It's I guess the tides have changed. I guess I don't know. Y'all was fighting for COVID like a while back, but hey, man, I'm glad everybody's still alive and
fighting for COVID. How? What do you mean?
Don't even worry about it. But just to the point of
Rand Paul wrote a whole fucking book about COVID. Okay, read it.
You know what? I don't gotta read it. I did the research before when y'all was trying to say it was gonna kill everybody.
I didn't say
y'all said everybody was gonna die.
No, we didn't say that.
Yeah, y'all stop it. But anyway, like let's let
Hey, Negro, what is the topic? What's the topic?
So
you're Borg. I don't know where you are, man. But you're in Borg Hill right now, man. You're in Borg Hill right now.
Oh yeah, I'll mute up.
All right, thank you. I don't know. Y'all bring up this old random shit about COVID. We researched COVID to death. Okay, and nobody said it was gonna kill everybody. I don't know where y'all get that shit. Okay.
Y'all need we need
Y'all just make shit up. I had a genetic scientist, okay, who makes this shit that read the genome, told you exactly what's in it. Everything that she said and Dr. Dunbar said is exactly what happened, okay, down to the tittle, okay, down to the tittle, even down to even down to the vaccine, which one to take, which one not to take, okay,
And
down to the tittle.
you told us to always be, more careful and take it more serious than everybody else was. That's what I remember for the most part, because people weren't really taking the virus that seriously initially when it first propagated. But as people started to get picked off, you know what I'm saying, regulations kind of,
But
tightened up.
nobody got picked off. Am I good now? Am I clear?
People did get picked off. What do you mean?
Man, go.
Yeah, it don't matter. Like
They
to the
they
point,
have
you know what I'm saying, man?
they have all the documents. Go read that shit, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, I already did.
No, you
Like I
didn't.
said,
No, you didn't.
You're
I
still
definitely did. I talked about it before y'all was talking about.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Shut up.
I definitely did.
No, you didn't.
That's why we argued about it.
No.
Yeah, that's why we argued about it.
Man, you're being a troll, bro.
But
You're
either
being
way,
a
let's get
troll.
to
Look
Elon
at
though, right? So the
Come
whole
on,
you're
man.
being a
Skim through
goddamn
it. You can't
troll,
read it.
man.
Just say you skim
Nigga's a
through it.
fucking troll.
Skim
He's a
through it.
troll.
Nigga, skim
This
through it.
is,
Nigga, you can read it.
bro, you're trolling. This is like we're all like 30, 40 up in here, some 50. Like, come on.
Man, spent 2 goddamn years on it. I didn't go by what I thought about it. I got about what people said about it, and everything that they said.
There are multiple experts on it.
Rand Paul said the exact same thing. If you can get past Fauci and Rand Paul, please do. Okay, it's on record.
You know what kills me, BGS?
Mm-hmm.
When you had those panels during COVID, people
Yeah.
were dying.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Right? So why would
Literally.
you think that we would not take it serious if this could all affect us? Like, we're trying to put our mastermind, like, yo, what's going on?
They'll tell you they didn't know how bad this was going to be. Okay, that's why they closed down, just like everybody else did. That's why they closed down the government. They didn't know how bad this shit was going to be. BGS has large patience for these pedestrians. Yeah, I know.
It was worldwide.
Good Lord.
My
We know
trolls
that. We know
coming
he
into
don't
the
read.
space now. I know he didn't read, man. It's okay.
The nigga skimmed
And
through it.
BGS, you
That's what they
actually
call
you
Go
get
ahead.
so annoyed you didn't read my super chat to have people understand what they don't understand. It was the Elon Musk comment.
You had a super chat? I thought I did.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, what you find in America, when we made the nuclear bomb, they brought people into the United States that were the intellectual,
Yeah.
super scientist people.
Yeah.
Fauci, for example, is not the smartest person. He's the person that can deliver a message to people. But the people behind him are the people that we pay because they're way more intelligent than him.
Okay.
Elon Musk can talk to people, and he's a really good engineer, and he's really smart. But
Yeah.
look at the people he hires. Those are the people. Those are those minds. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what it is.
Okay. Was it how do you pronounce it? Twiz OH? Come on, no bullshit, man. Go ahead. Twizzo, is that your name?
Yeah, this is an old name I had. Can you hear me okay?
I got you.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I don't mean no disrespect. I'm a big fan of your channel. I've been following
Okay.
your channel for
I
think about 3 years now.
Okay.
3 years now.
All right.
No. I was more so clarifying your faith. I was just trying to see like where you really stand. You say you don't believe in God.
I'm a black Gnostic. That's
Yeah.
based on Menphite theology. Okay.
Yeah.
Egyptian wisdom. So Gnosticism. Do you understand what Gnosticism is?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I do.
Okay. So the Kabbalah, Kabbalism, Taoism, those kind of sects. Was it
Mysticism? Yeah.
Mysticism. Yeah.
Yeah. Mysticism. Yeah, I know.
Same thing with your freaking what's his name? Jesuits inside the Catholic Church. Okay.
Yeah. I don't.
And your Masons. Well, it doesn't matter. Okay, you're not a Gnostic, so I understand.
Yeah.
So,
I was, but I mean, I'm not in that same world. Experiencing some solid things. I'm not in that space. I would say that.
So why does it matter what my faith is to you?
Oh no, just more so I was just clarifying on it because like usually you ask someone their faith before you say your opinions. because you just want
No, I
something's wrong with you.
no, I don't. I don't ask them to face unless we talk about a religious question.
I mean, the question from particularly describing to y'all, the faith thing. If you actually a believer, you just
Where does the Yah come from? Where does Yahweh come from?
Israel. That's why
Israel.
I say when someone
It comes from where? Moses,
No.
right?
Yeah.
And where did Moses come from?
Egypt.
Yes, that's where it comes from.
Yeah.
Yahweh and
Yadivahi
Yadivahi come from Egypt, okay? And
no, he didn't come from Egypt.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
No, he didn't come.
Don't look at a map what you see today and look and say that's Egypt. Egypt was a lot larger. Okay.
Yeah,
It's
Egypt was a lot larger.
Well, Israel was in bondage in Egypt.
No, Israel.
Okay.
Wait.
Doesn't that make sense?
Oh no, Israel. Go look at the map prior to 1100 BC. Egypt, Israel was part of Egypt.
Yes, Jordan was part of Egypt. Most of that area was
part of
Egypt.
Egypt. Yes.
Yes, and under that, the kingdom of Cush, which was their warrior race, that's where they were. So yeah.
Go back and look at the map, man.
Good Lord.
I know the map changed over time.
Well, and remember during this period, there was still ice. But that's a different subject.
120 years ago, what was Egypt? What was Israel? Part of who?
Egypt.
Turkey.
Yeah, Turkey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why? Most of the so-called Hebrew slaves were actually migrants. Okay, we were dispersed. Can I finish what I'm saying before you interrupt me?
Okay.
They were called sheep herders. They're called sheep people. Okay, and they actually, for a small period of time, took over the Egyptian government for about 100 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
until
Negro land and all that stuff.
Who? Negro land? What are you talking about, man? All right, dude. All right, okay, all right. Make your point, man. I don't want to go through this shit. Make your point.
I was just saying I'm not Hotep. That's all I was saying. But I'm subscribed.
What does a Hotep do with it? What does a Hotep do?
Okay. So, what is your religion, sir?
I'm just the follower of Jesus Christ. That's all.
Okay.
So you're Christian.
And
you're Christian.
I don't subscribe to saying just Christian. But
That's Hotep religion, okay?
That's not Hotep religion. No.
It is. It definitely is.
It is. Say you're king, right?
No. We're not. It's not part of the subject. We're not doing this, okay? If it's not part of the topic, we're not. It's not an open panel like this, okay? So thank you for
that's why I didn't want
to. Thank you for your input, okay? But don't spam my comment section with that shit if you're not gonna stay on topic, okay?
I was trying to stay on topic. I wasn't trying to deviate. I was just coming on to be respectful and say like
whatever.
I respect you.
I gave you a couple times. You kept saying, repeating stuff. Hey man, chill out, right? Didn't I?
Oh no, I didn't understand anything.
Okay, all right.
When I comment something, I was.
No, it's all right. Hey, let me handle it.
Can I make it more simple? BGS, this is what he's trying to say. BGS, I respect you, but you're a damn Hotep.
What I'm saying is, when I say Hotep, all these unorthodox black religions that pop up, okay, they're all over the place. I'm not part of an orthodox belief, okay? Those are what I call Hotep religions. They're made up, okay?
Yes, sir.
If you want to follow it, follow. I have no problem with it, right? Like the Hebrew Israelites, stuff like that. Okay, I respect them. I respect their views, but guess what? It's a Hotep religion.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, question for you. So, I had to switch up mics. Can you guys hear me fine?
We got you fine.
Okay. All right. So, what I was looking at, this is like overdue with what Elon's doing with DOGE and what Trump's doing with DOGE, because it dates back to me. What I can remember back going into early 2000s when George Bush came in. We started off the war in Iraq, and we just ballooned up the government hugely, which is ironically under a Republican administration. And it just continued to grow, and the deficits continued to grow ever since then. We've never really gained traction since then. So for the last 20 something years, we've been struggling with the same problem that we got right now. It's about time to
And Obama's Simpson Bowles panel was the same thing that DOGE is doing right now.
Right.
You just changed the name of it.
Yeah,
Well,
it just didn't.
Obama didn't have the balls like Trump does to actually put force behind it.
Obama's avoids those type of risks.
Obama was not going to turn upstage and turn over the established order. Trump doesn't give a shit. Okay. Now, Trump's first term, he gave a shit, right? He didn't do it, right? But thing is, after you took off his ear, guess what? He says, "I don't give a fuck."
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
So a lot of time to me, like
prior to that bullet, Trump might have done the same thing, but after that bullet, different Trump. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. So to me, like when I hear people talk about winners, it's kind of that. Like we have never really recovered from the boom that was under that Clinton administration. Like for me, I was a younger man then coming out, seeing like my peers that just graduated just maybe 2, 3, 4 years before me had a much different experience from me coming out of college in the early 2000s. I mean, the entire economy has never really recovered from that situation.
No. I mean, basically, and this is something that I forget the guy name who's supposed to be a rightist, right? Okay, that Glass-Steagall Act to actually separate the banks after the 29 crash. Okay, it's Clinton that took that shit out. Okay, and guess that's why we're here. Okay, the people don't.
Sandy
People
Weill
say
at Citibank.
So what?
Sandy Weill at Citibank was lobbying for that, and that's when Citibank
Goldman Sachs, Citibank, a whole host of people actually lobbying for that shit, especially Goldman Sachs.
It's crazy how behind closed doors, Bill Clinton really caused a lot of havoc.
Yeah, he did.
Like a lot of people don't like to say that.
Like I said, Democratic name only. That's what a dino. He was a dino. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been saying that for a very long time, man. Like, I get a lot of flack for it because he's like the darling. He was the darling of the Democratic Party, and then being a black person, if you say anything that's contrary to the faith of the almighty Democrat, then you are automatically a sellout, a Republican, or some other.
Call me a sellout because Clinton sucked. Period. Point blank.
They people knew who Clinton was, but even before he was actually elected. It's just George Bush Sr. was worse. That's all.
I mean, people forget what he was doing in Arkansas.
We don't forget. We remember.
Hey, besides transporting drugs, in the Mena airport.
You know what I'm saying? I got that key for you.
Got the key for you, yeah.
With a cop.
Are we about to see like a wave of politicians getting arrested in the near future?
I don't think so. I think what's going to happen, they're going to get exposed. What's worse than sending them to jail?
You're going to see probably more resignations, probably.
Yeah.
Well, some of them are dying off.
And don't get me started on the Clinton plantation. Don't let me shut up. Plantation.
Yeah, a lot are gonna take early retirement. Yeah, I'll take that pension right now.
I just early retirement at 80. I mean, come on, these guys have been up there forever. Like my whole entire lifetime, there's been some of these guys have been there as long as I've been alive.
It's not about that.
It's about basically this is about power. The thing is, how do you get one of these old powerful people out of office? You have to do something special, right?
Yeah.
I got when Maxine Waters has been in Congress for got to be what 40 years, 30, 40 years, yeah.
Since the 80s.
Yeah.
That's why she's stuttering when she talking about DOGE.
Maxine Waters and my mother are the same age, okay, exact same age. So I went to school with her daughter. Yeah, I went to school with her daughter. Yeah,
some of these people, you have to really look. Some of these people don't get voted in by the American population, and the name has been around for so long that your older generation checks off that box.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what they're talking about.
The thing is, the majority of Maxine Waters' constituents are actually Latino. Why do they keep her in?
She get that funding to them.
She brings home the bacon. Okay, that's what you're supposed to do. That's why she's still in office. Go ahead.
It's funny how old people, when they get caught up, they all start stuttering.
Yeah, one of the biggest issues that I keep seeing though is that when it comes to the local level, I would say when we talk about representatives and we're talking about our state senators, I mean not state senators, our federal, our representation in the Senate and in the House. They stay in those positions for so long, and in a lot of cases, because the Democrats have done such a good job of keeping people fearful of changing who that vote is. We never really get any traction.
How about the Republicans? They don't do the same thing.
Yeah,
Mitch
same
McConnell
thing.
does.
They don't do the same thing.
Yeah,
But you saw it became worse when they said money represents people. It made it even worse. You know.
And it was basically so the Republicans didn't do the same thing. Yeah,
They
is that
absolutely
what you're
did.
telling me?
And
Okay, so
here's what I'm seeing though.
okay.
Is that for a lot of times, like what I'm seeing in just my my observation of it, when Republicans are doing the same thing, we tend to see those groups of people, doing marginally better than people that tend to look like us. And I think it's just a tragedy that, regardless of wherever you are, wherever your lot in life is, if it's good working for you, yes, I don't have a problem with you keeping the same representatives in. But man, I've yet to see, and I go back to the same neighborhoods I grew up in, and they haven't seen any progress. And yet, and still, see some of the same leaders in those neighborhoods. And
So was the Democrat or Republican? It doesn't matter, right? Okay.
Right. It really doesn't matter.
A lot of black guys I talked to actually like Trump being in office when he's actually in office for 4 years. Yeah, a lot of black guys did. Yeah.
It's so oh my bad. It's so simple, bro. It's as soon as a city or a town goes into debt, then you borrow money, then people end up coming in and building stuff that your people can afford. And you have to understand, most women will outvote you, so they're always going to vote on their social policies first. And whatever comes with that is next. And what you see is no relative change, especially when one corporation leaves and it's replaced with other entities. Like it's like a disease that spreads and is over after that.
Yeah. All the people that got bounced, I told you I was going to have limited patience for this shit, okay? I told you that up front, okay? That's why I asked you get back on topic. Like there's a brother right behind me. I asked you be on topic. You won't talk about religion. That's not the topic, okay?
I mean, I'll say this. As long as I've been engaged in politics, trying to help out, do the whole campaign stuff, Trump has revitalized my youth. Because for me, the fact that a lot of the, I'll say constituencies in both left and right have just hoodwinked so many Americans and think it's socially acceptable. And then the sad part is, and I think BGS, many of us on this panel will agree, that people are still lock and step, even with all the evidence in front of them. I said, man, let that man, Joker, burn the money.
Burn the money. He's burning. Like I said, the Joker is in charge of Gotham right now. But the thing is that whether you like it or not, open up all the files. That's what people are doing. Okay.
You could complain about it, but you kicked out Batman. Oops, did I say that out loud?
The left has been screaming about this forever. Since the 60s about opening up the files. He's doing that. But now you don't want to actually do it.
Be careful.
Why?
You have to remember,
Why?
it matters who's doing it.
Yeah.
He's the boogeyman. Like I don't view it as real. I don't view the right rising up as something unnatural. I think it was timed, it was on purpose, because it only makes sense when you see so much money going out of the country in the economic situation. So that means you have to close up your country to invest in your people again, or invest in your own economy. So it's going to happen.
I see nothing wrong with looking at the books. If the books are as sound as you say they are, then there's nothing to see here, right? Okay. If they're not, and so far they haven't been, okay, you should go through all these books and see what's up. People have a right to know.
You said this, the fact that we are in a powerful nation, we don't have a bullet train, and I've been everywhere around this motherfucking planet.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is going on in America to be stealing, heisting? And we're talking about people are actually trying to be productive. Like, but we can't get it done here in America because these politicians, at least the The Chinese, I mean, they'll make you disappear, but they'll make sure, you know what I'm saying, you have some decent medicine and some clothing.
No, hell, we make people disappear here. So what are you talking
I'm saying this sense of,
all them people that are supposed to be going boarding the plane out of the country wind up in black sites.
I hear you on that. What I point out is the fact that at least you mentioned this before. China will have more common for the social good of their people.
Yeah,
versus
the
allow
socialists. Yeah.
Yes.
They have a much stronger federal presence across their entire country. That's one of the reasons why we don't have a bullet train here. Is that when it comes down to it, you would need the full corroboration to run a train throughout a network, like that. We had that at one time during the expansion, but eventually even that was.
It took a civil war to do that.
Yeah. So
it's bounce them BGS. They got to learn. They're still arguing about that. And Diskeely really says, if you lobby with money influence, how can the working poor ever have democracy or fair shake? They never have. But the thing is, at some point, if you got a guy that's willing to actually do what you want him to do, which is uncover all these documents, let him do it. And there's going to be pain. There's going to be pain. It's going to hurt when you rip off the Band-Aid. But guess what? What do you want? Sometimes, yeah. Go ahead.
BGS, they want that. What's that skit with that woman say? Just lie to me.
Yes. Oh,
you know.
Lie to, yeah. Oh, lie to me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't care. I don't care about you. Lie to me. You lie to your boss, right? How come you don't lie to me?
You have 5,000 acres, and I want to run lines or a new train through your land, and we're here in America where I gotta take you to court. We got to do all this.
Yeah.
No. Let's talk about China. Move.
And China, the Three Gorges Dam, right, that they built, they had to move like 20 million people off their land to do it.
I mean, we still eminent domain stuff. Like, right, I'm in Texas right now, and there is still talk about having a high speed rail from DFW down to like Houston area.
And how far has that gotten?
It's on paper.
It's happening.
They have some.
How far has that gotten? Okay,
it's happening right now. Okay. The download part is people are trying to sell their land.
So they've already put shovels to the ground.
No. What's happening is they already sent it out, BGS. But what people are trying to do is sell their land instead of taking the government contract.
Have they put shovels to the ground?
No.
Okay, I've seen this in California. Okay,
I was about to say that about Cali. Cali said the same thing.
Yeah.
Until I see shovels in the ground, I don't believe it. Okay.
Yeah.
They can have blueprints and all you want, you know what I'm saying? That shit got to get passed, you know.
There was supposed to be a bullet train from Southern California to Las Vegas 40 years ago.
Didn't happen.
Where is it?
I think it's going to happen in Texas.
There's not one when the shovel goes into the ground, you call me, okay?
Yeah. And make sure they get some Japanese engineers. Don't get nothing in America.
Yeah. Actually, Chinese now. Chinese now. Yeah.
Nobody wants to live near them.
In Texas, they kind of know what money they're getting, and a lot of people are trying to sell their land to get more money. But I think it'll happen. I think it might happen in Texas.
When, like I said, when the first shovel goes in the ground, call me.
Yeah, because nobody wants to live near those bullet trains, bro.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. When they actually want to do shit, like they transforming all of Los Angeles, okay?
Yeah.
When the shovel goes in the ground, that means you know it's actually happening, okay?
And then they cut that ribbon.
They cut that ribbon, yes. Okay.
Yep, and black people have experienced this the most, all those highways.
Ask people about Staples centers and how many people they had to move, okay? Downtown. When they're serious about shit, they do shit, okay?
Yeah. Same thing with the Barclays Center in New York City.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen that here with that Cowboy Stadium, the AT&T Stadium. They moved the heck out of them people. They got them up out of there.
Every stadium.
When they actually want to do shit, they do shit. But the thing is, with big projects like this, when the shovel hits the ground, I know they're serious. Okay. Right. But until then, you can tell me what you want. It's happening. No, it's not happening. When the shovel hits the ground, then it's happening.
Well,
Yeah.
with people not, being, able to work at home, and stuff like that, productivity and stuff like that is generally gonna be down. So it's like, what's
Okay,
this?
okay.
No, it's not.
No,
No, it's
No, it's
not.
not,
No,
bro.
it's
It
not.
is not.
Pookie, why are we having this argument?
I mean,
If,
no,
if your if your employer tells you he wants you at fucking work in the office and then he's paying you, guess where you go?
The office.
you go to work,
Go to
Yeah.
work, or you quit.
right?
hmm
Yeah.
And you write that weekly email.
Eh, no matter what productivity, how much it costs, the cost to actually maintain people, none of your goddamn business.
Business.
Your
Who's the
your, your
boss?
check says you have to be in office. You show your ass up, okay?
Pookie.
Anyway, we're you got about 5 minutes of closing thoughts.
Oh, well,
That's why I hate talking to pedestrians. Kind of drives me nuts right now. Okay,
My bad,
don't,
BG.
no, it's
BJ,
okay. It's
don't.
okay. Go ahead.
No, I was saying, don't get the straight jacket, man. We go.
I mean, when you repeat yourself like 20 times, like, goddamn, what part do you not understand about this shit?
Jesus, we're gonna have to get you a taser, man. Start tasing niggas, man. What you say? I heard that. Oh, right. Get this shot, little
Yeah,
nigga.
take these 50,000 volts real
Yeah,
quick.
you gonna learn today.
You
Yeah,
learn
you gonna
today.
learn after we.
How's that
BGS, you
feel?
know what it is. Word to Maggie. The brothers that come in mad emotional, they're trying to, heal their wounded femininity. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to heal it.
On top of your wrong daddy.
It doesn't make
Just
sense if I'm
let the hills burn, okay? We just look up L.A. Times about L.A. fires and underbrush, right? They know this shit was gonna happen. It had nothing to do with them letting the hills burn. Yeah, you had 30 fire departments from 30 different states, and how many different countries trying to put this shit out. They did not try to let it burn, okay? I don't know where y'all get this shit from.
Just to save some animals.
Well,
The
white
animals
people.
burnt up.
You know
what
what
I'm
white
saying,
people, man. White people. White people, man. They knew this shit was gonna happen, and basically it's an accident waiting to happen. And it happened. So here's what it is. They didn't plan this shit. Okay.
You
I
talking
know.
They,
about the wildfires?
if they wanted to let it burn, it would actually burn way more than this,
It's
man.
true,
There's a whole
man.
bunch of people that working on this with fire breaks and stuff like that, and them 100-mile-an-hour winds, burning embers all the way across the state. Okay.
We just, it was one of the things I saw that blew my mind was how bad the fire departments were. Basically, they were just being, they were falling apart. Like there
Yeah.
was no resources. I said, God, like,
The thing is, the resource has been stretched thin. But the thing is, okay, and that's why I say go look at the article. Okay, there was no way they were going to stop this shit because there was a remember that hurricane in Houston,
yes,
the
yep,
100-year hurricane. Okay,
yep,
how people were going to stop that shit?
yeah, it was inevitable. You ain't,
You get a dry season and 100-mile-an-hour Santa Ana winds. You ain't gonna stop that shit. Just hope the winds die down. Winds don't die down, you're gonna have more homes being burned. Okay, is what it is. Okay, and people know this. You could have had a million firefighters. You wasn't gonna stop this shit.
yeah, like you
Okay.
said,
always gonna find
they,
some way to
Florida.
claim
yeah,
bad things
yeah.
happen.
Just like it ain't gonna happen to me. We gonna make.
Yeah, it's called an act of God. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Hurricane Alley.
Vili, thanks for another live stream. I hear all the conspiracy theories stuff like, but you're not gonna let billionaires get their homes burnt down. Okay, they're
Hell
not gonna
no.
allow that shit. Okay, it wasn't like there were people in the ghetto. Okay, these weren't ghetto people. Okay, that's why Trump came in and actually oversaw this shit because his people called him. Okay. Come
Yep,
down
big
and see
time.
about this, okay? And why do you think the insurance companies reversed their stance on insuring these houses? That was Trump, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Okay.
before Trump came in, I was like a fake neighbor. State Farm right there.
They were gone. They had
they
been
were
gone
gone.
for months,
They
okay?
ran.
But Trump came in and said, you're going to actually honor these people's claims.
Trump,
Guess what they did,
he
okay?
did. Trump pulled a New Jack City on them dudes.
He sure did. Yeah, he sure did. So all that bullshit about they intended to burn these people's houses down, bullshit, okay? Anyway, let me get out of here, y'all.
Take it easy, BGS.
All right. These pedestrians, my God.
Pro tip: quit building it down.
Something else.
Oh my
It's burning
God.
all the time.
Yeah.
Jeez. Rally.
Muzyka Denis 7.